Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose what I want to say.
Yeah! Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Oh, them fuckers were fast as lightning.
Oh,
That should be bleeped.
that never gets old. Easy, tippy toe, tippy toe.
Oh, I think that's fine.
Well, they say
COVID's over.
if the group is doing better than you, you can make fun of them. So that should be Asian and Indian, who are Asian.
Yeah, I guess so. And lots of whites.
Well, you can make fun of the honkies. That's why you can do a British accent. You can do an Italian. Oh, I'm walking here.
Now, can you make fun of specific minorities who are doing better? Like, can I be like, Will
a good
Smith's
question.
a piece of shit? Is that okay?
Or Obama is a cum guzzler.
Yeah, fuck Michelle Obama, which I would love to
Interesting.
do. You never got attracted to Michelle.
I never got attracted. No, or neither am I. But I like to arm wrestle her.
I always thought she was like really hot and class. I like class and smiley.
She's got class. I'll give you class. But
Smiley, classy.
she doesn't have ass.
No, she's got ass.
She probably has ass, but you can't see it with the pantsuit.
Oh, asses look good in pantsuit.
They
What
look
are you,
great,
crazy?
but does the blazer bottom will cover it.
The blazer bottom.
Yes, blazer bottom.
What's the slice on the blazer for?
A little movement.
Okay,
It's less restricting.
sure.
Yeah.
Boy, you had quite an outfit at that wedding, by the way. You look like $100.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's low with inflation.
Well, you know what I
It
mean.
used to be $1 million.
Of 100 million.
All right. Well, blacktux.com. I got the blue for the ceremony and then the red for the party.
I don't
It's like
remember
a
the
mullet.
red. You wore a red tux?
Well, a red velvet jacket.
Which party was that?
You know, the wedding party.
The reception?
Yes.
You had a red jacket?
Pull up the photos.
I think I had blacked out at that point.
I think the shrooms kicked in for you.
was,
Silent relapse.
Well, I was a nervous Nelly, but that was a great time. I just keep coming back to it. Bachelor party, wedding, what a time.
We're having a hell of a year, I'll tell you that. It's all downhill after this. We got to find events. We got to put up a Christmas party or I don't know, maybe a women's benefit, something.
You know what I'm thinking about doing? Remember
Benevolence?
one of the great memories of my life? When I was still drinking, towards the end of my drinking, the Twist and Shout show.
Oh,
That was legendary.
I forgot about that.
You and Mad Dog Matter at the time, now
Sure.
James Matter, were the judges.
Yes,
And then Thomas Dale
wow,
walked up to me and was like, you got to let me judge. You got to make me a judge. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, I guess you're a judge.
Yeah.
And you three judged. We had a twist off. And not the bottle, but the event.
Yes.
And it got down to Michelle Wolf, an unsuccessful at the time Michelle Wolf, like open micer Michelle Wolf.
Yeah, and quite the booze hound, if I may say so.
Sure. And Peggy O'Leary.
Ah,
And these two went at it. I mean, this
Oh,
was
man.
a dance off.
They were tearing up rugs. They almost burned a hole in the floor with all that twisting. It was just straight down like a top.
Yes, it was something. And I think Wolf ended up winning.
Well, she's a competitive queen.
She certainly is. And they went at it. But we had everybody there. It was a who's who.
That's my wolf. But yeah, it was a who's who and a lot of who's nots who don't do comedy anymore.
A lot of people were out, but everyone was dressed up, and it was sexy. We should do it again, like the VU or somewhere, because it's fun to twist.
Yeah. There's a lot of musical stuff now. People might get on board. They got the comedy jam and the other thing.
But you know what it is? There's not enough events that everyone dances at. I love dancing more than I love anything else in the world.
Really?
And I'm usually doing it by myself,
Yeah.
Billy Idol, in the bedroom.
Yes.
But when you get a group, a gang, a gaggle out there,
Sure. It's magic. I mean, it's been the cavemen danced, they say.
sure,
And the cave women.
footloose.
And fancy free. But yeah, you're right. It's not a wedding. I don't love the dancing. I'm just saying,
Wow.
like when I'm in it, I'm like, oh, this is fun. But It's like a swim, it's like a pool. You go, it's a whole thing, and then once you're in it, you're splishing and splashing.
But here's the thing: I think you're not a slave to the groove. You got to let yourself go. You're not letting go out
I've
there.
been
I see you.
emancipated.
I see the face. You come out and you do a couple swims and a
Sure,
thing,
sure.
but you got to let it flow. Let it feel.
Yes, teach me to flow because I can't. I got a light flow.
Well,
from
you
progressive.
You comedically flow, but I think you're too self-conscious. You
I think
gotta
you're right.
let it out.
Maybe that's me in the bedroom. In the bedroom, I feel like I can let loose. I'm naked. My balls are wiggling and waggling.
Well, now we're off on a topic because you in the bedroom is one of my most oft-talked about topics with people.
Talked about?
Often.
Oh, often.
Oft, but you short often to oft.
I didn't know that.
Oft talked about.
Is that real?
Same thing,
Yeah.
yeah. Often.
Oft?
Yeah, sure.
Oft talked about.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
People are always asking me, because we're wondering, are you eating pussy and getting up and going, cunnilingus? Because it's so hard to picture you being like, take that, you fucking bitch, or whatever. What is it like?
Intercourse.
Take us through
Wow.
Mark Norman fucking. You're on the
mean,
road,
I'm
mazed at home,
I'm
baking.
an honest anal these days. I'm just saying.
Well, tell me about fucking her and tell me about the old days.
Okay, well, I mean, it used to really be rough and naughty. This bag of mine, she likes a beating. She wants it left, right, and center. I'm going Ray Rice in an elevator. I'm doing heel kicks and knees. I'm all over it.
Speed bag or heavy bag? What kind of
Oh,
bag?
well, she doesn't like the term heavy bag, but I'm speeding. I got elbows in there. I'm like John Jones Bones in there. I'm
But
Conor McGregor.
Are you serious? Are you earnest? Or
Very
are you going,
earnest,
hey,
very.
whoa,
No. I mean, sometimes there's a place for that. You're eating her out, she queefs, your hair wiggles, and you go, you put my candle out or whatever you say, candelabra. But no, it's all pipes in the bedroom. It's naughty time.
So when you make a move, take me through it. Pretend I'm May. I'll be May.
All right.
I'm over here. I'm working on my new bits.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, is this funny at all? A candle is you put it out. With,
Not funny. Yeah, let's. Here's what I do. Sometimes I'll do like a goofy to the bedroom.
Goofy. I knew it'd be goofy.
That's
Yeah.
just the beginning, though.
Okay.
And then the other day we really.
I'm still in character, by the way.
The other day we went to Pound Town and I picked her up, did the shoulder,
Whoa.
and I just brought her in the bedroom and then just hightailed her
nice.
right over the other end like an ass
Interesting.
over tea kettle. And
Don't give her a choice in the matter. I like that.
no, but that's how she likes it.
Of course.
Sometimes if I go, excuse me, hello, she's like, I'm out.
Right.
So yeah, then she tends to go down first because sometimes I'll try to just put it in and she's like, it's not ready.
Ah.
The oven ain't on.
Goes down on herself.
So she'll blow me and then she gets turned on by that.
Yes.
It's a very nice setup that we got there.
I have this dialogue oft with a lady friend of mine who's like, no woman likes sucking dick. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. They
that's
do.
cuckoo bananas. And here's what I
I
always
like
say.
sucking dick and I'm a man.
Yes, I appreciate it. Here's what I always say to the gals out there. We've fucked more women than these ladies who are talking. I know they're involved too with their men, but we fucked more women
Then they've fucked men, you mean?
than they fucked women.
No. Wait, what?
We've had sex with more women than the women we're arguing with have had sex with women.
Oh, I see. Yes.
I mean, unless you got a les or a bi, we know what's going down with the ladies more than this one lady maybe talks to some friends and knows
Right.
herself. But we've had a gaggle.
Yes, so we know. We've tested.
It's a focus group.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have a point.
Big point.
A hocus group. But either way, she is on the knees and she's got the hair in a pony. It's like Pat Dixon's joke with the breathe right, the Vaseline under the eyes, and she is getting turned on. I got to put a towel down for her.
Wow.
And so then,
something.
we go at it, and she's like insult me and trash me, and so I just go after the act.
That's that's me. I'm female her. I'm like spit in my mouth,
Uh-huh.
shove a shoe in my ass.
See, I don't like it.
Beat
I
my
like
nipples.
I don't like to insult, and I'll do it for her, but it's I'm doing it through what is it?
Osmosis.
Gritting my teeth and bearing it.
Oh, grin and bear it.
Grin and bear it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I go, you suck. You're retarded or whatever I say. You're a bad driver. But yeah. But we get through it.
Oh, all
And
right.
I try to not jizz till she does. And if I do, we pull out the old.
The vibrator.
You got it.
Well, I like to jizz after, too, because her jizzing is what makes me hot and heavy.
Oh,
horny.
that's hot,
Like,
yeah.
if I come and then she come, I'm like, that sucks. I want to
Yeah.
see the coming. That gets me where I need to
That's
be.
hot. And you can feel the clamping up on the hog.
Yes. But yeah, now you got a long way to go, so you got to mix it up.
You got to mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't had to mix yet, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Unlike
Would you
her.
let her strap one on and pound your asshole a little
No, I don't like anything in the old rear view.
bit? All right.
You know, I know
Me
we have
either.
some friends who dig the peg.
Yeah.
O'Leary,
Best special on YouTube this year.
New York Times, apparently.
Matt Salacuse, that
Yeah.
pimple,
Uh-huh.
sends me a New York Times article that says best YouTube specials of the year. I thought he was sending it because my name is in there, like my dad would.
That's
And
how
then
they
it's
get
just to
you.
let me know that his is number one that he directed.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even on the list.
Now, he's a guy, how does that bedroom go down?
I think it's all photographs. I
It's
think he's
gotta
putting
be.
up flashes and lights, but he fucked at least once. He's got a son over there.
That's true, one time. But is the Hawaiian shirt open and flailing in the wind? Is his three hairs flipping and flapping? Who knows what's going on?
I think it's all point and click with him, if you know what I mean.
I see. Yeah. Got a lot of spools. Got to get it developed.
You've called Salacuse a pimple on 2 episodes in a row. You called him a pimple last week
Why did I call him a pimple last week?
because he volunteered you to sing at the wedding.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
2 pimps.
Yeah, Sally. He knows how to slide in.
Back-to-back pimple. I wrote back. This is hurtful and frustrating.
Well, we get one more pimple. We're all in acne at that point. We're straight up gonna have to get some proactive.
Pimple shows up. Well, we got a lot to talk about. I know that.
Oh, baby.
Because didn't we have a clock for a second?
Yeah, it fell, I guess.
Oh, gee. Well, it's over here behind your
What, did they
computer,
commit
but I guess it
suicide?
doesn't work.
Jesus Christ.
I do like the old day. We had a continuous clock. We have this clock somebody made us, which is gorgeous, but we don't know how to work stuff or hang stuff.
No.
That is a beauty.
Yeah, call
is
in if you know how to hang this.
Really fantastic. In fact, it's kind of hurtful. Someone put a lot of time in, and we just have it.
Well, it's
Kinda
on
sitting
camera.
there.
Can you see that on camera? No.
Yeah.
That's okay. Great.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's wooden. There you go.
John Wooden. Anyway, so you want to go? I mean, you've been all over. I've been all
Wow.
over. I've been up the ass. You've been out the anal.
Now I got some sagas here, but I can break them off into chunks like Star Wars.
Give me a saga, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Saga Genesis.
Yes, Saga Bottom. But I'll start from the start. So last week, busy one. It's a Monday. It's a Tuesday, and I go, what the hell am I doing today? Oh yeah, me and Shane Gillis are meeting up at JFK to fly to Austin, Texas.
That is fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do the JRE experience. So
Just retards entertainment.
there you go. So we go down there, and Ari he takes like a 7 a.m. flight because he's got the dog on the flight.
Bendita.
Yes, he's that guy now with the dog on the flight.
Yep.
So, me and Gillis meet up in the Delta Lounge, the JFK one. Have you been to that one?
Who are you talking to? Don't hurt my feelings. Okay?
I've never
They
been.
got a bust of me over there. Are you kidding?
I think I saw it, but Elon bust. But this lounge, it was like the space station on Star Trek. It's like the doors open, there's food everywhere, there's aliens. It was wild.
It's nice. And you're going to go talk about aliens.
Yes, that's right. And elk. Don't forget the elk. So we get down to Austin and we go to the hotel. I forgot I have a podcast right when I land.
Oh, gee. Hold on. I just thought of an elk one. El Camino.
Hey, that's great.
All right. See,
Count it.
yeah, a podcast when you land. What
Yeah,
podcast?
I'm doing this podcast. Chris Williamson.
the black guy?
No, he's a honky. I believe he's a limey out of the Great Britain.
Isn't there a Chris Williams? Who's the
Chris
Crazy
Williams.
Eye Killer?
That's
Crazy
a
Eye
comic.
Killer.
That's a Williams.
Right.
No son.
Okay.
Maybe a daughter. But so Shane's like, what are you doing? Why do you do this to yourself? I'm like, I know. He gave me a little talk there.
Appreciate that.
Go do the show. It's fun. Leave there. We go straight to the Vulcan. sold out show, just a banger. Brian Simpson's there, the whole gang, and we just have a hot show. And me and Shane the whole time are like, we're not going to get drunk. We got the big show tomorrow with the big pod during the day, so we're going to take it easy. We get hammered, as you do. Go back, go to sleep, wake up. Time for the JRE. We get there, and we go, we've been drinking so much. We're all hungover. All we do on these shows is just down whiskey and Bud Lights and smoke cigars and weed. Let's mix it up. It's our 6-1.
Okay.
So Rogan goes, I got just the idea.
Oh, boy.
Big swinging bag of mushrooms.
Oh, Jesus. There's
Now-
a lot of mushrooms.
On theory, you're like, hey, mushrooms, that's fun. But not great on the biggest radio show platform in America.
In history.
Yes.
Maybe not in history. I'm sure Orson Welles, whatever.
So I think we must have done about 5 hours. We opened by talking about how great Kanye is. 2 days later, he talks about how he likes Hitler, so that had to do some editing.
Oh,
lot
boy.
of editing. Popping shrooms, drinking whiskey, having a grand old time, and then all of a sudden, everything just shuts down. We
Oh,
all get
no.
high. We got the big screen there. We're going, oh, he's funny. Look at that
Oh,
guy, fat guy
Jesus.
falling down. Holy I look over at Rogan. His head's this big, and he's like, the mask. People are wearing masks, and I'm like, where am I? Look at Ari. He's doing this. He looks like he got raped. He's holding his dog. He's panicking. He's got a tear in one eye. Gillis, I look over at him, and he's like,
Oh, God.
It was like the scene in Planes, Trains.
This is brutal. That's what I was thinking when you did that.
Yes, it was candy. It was too much.
This is brutal. I mean, so literally 5 hours?
I think we did 5 hours. The shrooms probably didn't kick in until an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
But then they kind of go down, and you come out of it, and you have you talk for 10 minutes, and then there's a huge lull. So poor J-Mo, he's sober as a judge. He's got to do the editing. He must be snipping and snapping like the Irishman.
Now, is this out yet, this episode?
Still not out.
Oh, my God. He's probably still working on it.
I think he is.
It's like editing JFK.
Exactly. It's got the Zapruder film over there. Brutal. So
Is that brutal?
yeah.
Now, when they said mushrooms, did part of you go,
Of
podcast?
course. I go, I don't want to do that. That's a horrible. I want to be on. I want to get some laughs. I want to sell some tickets. I want to.
Sure.
I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a comedian.
Yes. So what did everyone say? They just outvoted you?
Well, they all called me a coward and a puss and a queef, and I said, all right, I'll do a half, and then the half doesn't kick in for 8 minutes. So you go, I'll take the other half, and then
Oh,
before you
boy.
know it, you're in a K-hole.
God, I thought mushrooms was for like Joshua Tree. You sit, you wear a towel.
It is.
And you kiss your father a couple times.
Yeah, I
And
wish
forgive
my
him.
dad was there.
No,
No, that would have been bad.
That would've been a
would've been a whole
sleepy
different thing.
podcast.
Yes.
Oh, from the bedwetting.
Yeah. They sound like Alan.
Everyone get to see a little. They get to see a little.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad.
Yeah,
your
check
dad is
out-
in the video.
Chuck killed it with a wedding video. He put the speech, the dad zinging, and some other fun stuff. Give it a goog.
The pilot is
It's on
in
the Patreon.
audience. On the Patreon. The
Yeah.
Patreon, by the way, is
Crazy.
through the roof.
Oh, it's hot. It's way better than this Rogan episode that's coming out.
But full speech is on there. Dad's speech. There's
Yeah.
behind the scenes. There's mute. You put "We Belong" together. On
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's really.
Yeah, you're missing out if you're not on the Patreon. We added 3,000 people in the past 18 months.
That's
Wow.
insane.
That's how many.
3,000.
That's when I came on 18 months ago to help build the Patreon. We had 3,000.
Wow. Not
Yep.
to mention this Home Alone thing coming out.
Oh, next week.
Home Alone will be out
Actually,
next week.
yeah. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be this week when this episode comes out. It's gonna be coming out this Friday.
Yeah, this is big. This is big. You're gonna want to be on there. We just watched all of Home Alone. We did the
Yes.
full commentary, some great
Yes.
laughs, and,
I might buy it.
You know what? This is a good time to say. If you want to get on the Patreon, you're going to want to sign up
Oh, yes.
by the end of December.
yes, we're gonna
right-
grandfather people in. If you sign up before January 1st,
Yes.
you are grandfathered in at $3.
Yes.
And you got to get in. If you're already on,
You're
you
set.
stay in at $3.
Yep.
But if you don't, come January,
Change
it's going to
is
be
coming.
$350 a day.
You got that right, Patty.
No, what's it going up to? $5?
We're doing a couple different tiers. We'll still have a $3 tier, but to get everything, it's going to change.
Cheers
It's
for
going to go
fears.
up. So get on before
Yeah.
New Year's Day, folks.
Yeah.
Get yourself in. Join the party over there. And everyone keeps saying we have the best Patreon.
It's number one with a bullet, not on paper. or on the charts, but with the people.
Yes. People's champion.
Yes.
So get on there. Okay, so we're
People
on
magazine.
Rogan. It's you, Shane, Ari, Rogan, Jamie, and the Butler.
Yes. And
do you get in a groove at any point where you start to feel comfortable?
I think there's a groove after a lot of going, this is a lot, we took too much, then Shane goes, drink it off, you got to drink it away. So now we're just guzzling booze and whiskey. I got a cigar at one point, and I was lighting it, and Ari was like, you've been lighting that cigar for about a half an hour. I was just like, shh, because it was one of those butane lighters, and I was twisting the cigar. I couldn't stop staring at it. We got a microphone. There were literally moments of like a minute and a half of silence.
Oh, my God.
Which you can't have on a radio show. So we get out of it a little bit. We pick it up at the end, and it was a lot of fun. We had some big laughs. But after we got out of there, it was like, what the hell did we just do? Holy shit. And then Rogan's like, all right, well, we got a show in about an hour. We're like, we have a show?
Oh.
We're on mushrooms, drunk, high, and on booze. So he goes, all right, how about this? We'll go to a steakhouse and get some steaks in us. We'll get some grub. We haven't eaten all day. And then we'll go straight to the show. And we're like, okay. So we hop in all of his SUVs with his 87 armed guards and shit and Navy SEALs. And we go to this steakhouse. By the way, when you're in that studio, you've been in there.
Yes.
It's a little, band shell. It's like a little warehouse. And you're just in there. You're safe. You're tucked away. There's marshals and guards and everything out there. And then you get out into the world, and you're like, And then to go to a steakhouse, everybody's dressed up. People are on dates. There's waiters with the white suits on, and you're like, it's too much. The senses, the rods and cones are firing.
You're in a different planet. It's like you went from
Yes.
one place. You're very protected in one space, and then all of a sudden it's quite public. And you're with
Exactly.
celebrities, and you're high.
Exactly.
So it's all funky,
Pipes.
do. Now, did you get like philosophical on the mushrooms? Were you guys talking about how the clouds are like our souls or anything like that?
I kept trying to tap into that, and they would all just make fun of me.
Right.
So we couldn't. These guys, they're punchy guys.
Yeah, certainly.
Knock around guys. Not a lot of emotion.
You calling Ari a punchy guy is like bizarro world.
Well, I don't know.
You're like,
he's
it's tough to get
punchy.
philosophical with Ari Shaffir. He's too punchy. I'm like,
Right,
wait, what is this? Wacky Wednesday?
Well, it was Wacky Wednesday. With the shrooms were in, it was psilocybin Saturday. But now we're in this steakhouse, and Rogan walks in. He's 4'8", and he's jacked, and everybody's like, "Whoa, that guy!" And you're like, "Ah!" And then the waiter's got the towel on his arm, and you're like, "What is this? A Disney movie?" The whole thing was crazy, so we had to go in a back room. We couldn't sit there.
Sure. I mean, Rogan might be one of the most famous people on the planet. Top 100 famous people on the planet. Don't you
Top
think?
100. Love him or hate him, he's famous.
Because he's got the UFC and then the podcast and the comedy, Just Shoot Me, You, Me, Kramer the Butler. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff.
Totally. So we're sitting back there, and by the way, there's so many things going on in your head because you're seeing this picture. It's like a Renaissance painting of just people eating, glasses clinking, the flame of the candle. Then you get to the back room, and we're all eating steaks. So there's this, I have this memory of Shane, this big white son of a bitch, cutting into a cow. And I'm like, that was a cow. Now we're eating it. It was cooked. And then I started eating ice cream, and I'm like, this is a cow too. And I look at the chair like, this is a cow. It's all cow. And I panicked.
God. By the way, I have that sometimes too when I'm eating chicken more.
Yes.
Where I'm not one of these, these fucking queers. But
These vegans.
you are eating in the middle of it. You're like, this is weird. I'm eating an animal's muscle?
Oh, Brian Vegan. Yeah.
That's bizarre.
It's cookie. Yeah, mussels. I think I had some mussels that night. So we go there. We finish the meal. I got out of there, and we go straight to a show, which is not any better. But you're in a green room at least with a bunch of comics, and they're like, all right, you're gonna go on third, and you're like, oh god, and you just forget how to do comedy. Have you ever done comedy on shrooms?
No.
It is cuckoo bananas.
I mean, so what are we talking here? Are you seeing spots, the laughs floating, or?
Well, it's been so many hours, and we're drunk, and we're full, and so you're kind of like just wonky. You're not really fucked up. You're just like, you're not all right.
the wonk.
Yes, it's a little wobbly. You're a little slower. You want to just lay down and just watch TV, but instead you're going on in front of 300 people who are juiced up and ready. And it went okay, and then I was like, all right, we're getting out of here. We're going home. I am done. This has been a long fucking day. And Ari goes, let's go to the creek. And I go, I can't go to the creek. Yeah, so we go to the creek and we get a drink there, and then Rebecca's not even there. So you're like, come on, I want to get my high in. I want to get my credit for going to the creek.
Right. Well, by the way, just doing the show, Rogan Experience, sober,
it sucks it out of you.
It takes it out of you. I mean, you really have to like prepare. You have to like jog and stretch and eat a meal because it's 3.5 hours. You're going to smoke a cigar, whatever it is.
You're on display.
That was a cutie.
That was fun.
Woo, Insta-stink.
That's a horrible app, Insta-Stick. But and also you have to not only you on for 3 hours, but you're on while knowing the whole world is hearing this.
I know,
which is a whole
I know.
other on.
No, that show fucks me up for like days.
Oh yeah,
I like walk slow afterwards.
Yes.
I'm all whacked out.
Yeah, you gotta like sleep in the woods for a day after a Rogan. Not to mention on psychedelic drugs.
Right.
That doesn't help the situation.
Hey gang, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by BetterHelp. If life came with a user manual, things would be easy for everyone, but it doesn't. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent can make you feel uncertain. Therapists are trained to help you learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing you'll get to a user manual for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am coming directly from therapy. I'm not kidding. I just left Alan's office as I record this. I feel 110% better every time I saw him. In fact, I just saw him twice in 4 days to beef up for the holidays. I'm ready to rock. I'm going to confront everyone I need to confront, and I'm going to accept everything I need to accept. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video and phone chat. You can choose to not see anyone on camera if you'd like. Maybe your therapist is gross. Doesn't matter. You don't have to see anybody. Maybe you're embarrassed to be seen. I certainly am after my last specials numbers. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Tuesdays. That's betterhelp.com/Tuesdays. This episode is also brought to you by Blue Chew. The temperature is dropping, but your meat thermometer is staying hot thanks to Blue Chew. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same exact ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but it's chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. Take them anytime and be ready whenever an opportunity arises. Sign up at BlueChew.com. Consult one of their licensed medical providers, and once approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and shipped in a nice, discreet package. These things work fantastic. I'm telling you, if you just need a little boost of confidence, a lot of you guys, I've seen you guys, you're a little bit older, your wives aren't attractive, you're going to need a boost, especially around the holidays with all that food. Women say there's nothing sexier than a man with confidence. Blue Chew can help you give the confidence where it counts. So if you could benefit from an extra confidence when it's time to perform, chew it and do it. Have better sex. We have a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Tuesdays at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. BlueChew.com code Tuesdays to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Thanks, Blue Chew, for sponsoring our podcast.
So we go to the creek. Rebecca is like, I'm on my way. She shows up. We get there. We hug. We say hi. All these comics are there. They're very nice. And then I go, what are you guys doing? They go, we're going to go to bed, but my flight's at 2. And they go, what time's your flight? And I go, 8 a.m. Oh, because I got to get to Beantown, Austin to Boston.
Right. That's like a road trip. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
That movie did pretty well.
Was that what they said?
Well, they confuse Austin and Boston, right?
Tom Green confuses it.
I'm going to have a lot of
Right.
farts.
Do him. Perma stink.
Oh, boy. These are bad. These are funky.
That was fun.
Okay.
Cute,
So you got
but they pack a wallop.
the 8 a.m. Is
Like
direct?
Rogan. Yes, go direct.
Okay.
By the way, flew, now I don't want to get cunty here, flew there Delta, amazing.
Thank you.
Flew back American, I might be an ISIS. American sucks. It's one of the worst.
I'm not even going to give credence to the. I'm just skipping. You say whatever you got to say.
Okay.
I've said all I'm going to say about these other shit airlines.
I agree with Russia. Get rid of American because it is bad. It is stinkerooty, just like that butthole of yours.
Whew.
But
Hot dog.
get to Boston at like 3 for one of the biggest highlights of my career, the Wilbur Theater. We sold out 2 that night. It was a Thursday night. I got Doug Key hosting. I got Dan Bolger featuring. It's all sold out, sewed up, buttoned up, tightened up. I'm at the Moxie Hotel.
What's that? Oh, I don't even heard of that.
It's literally next door to the Wilbur.
Oh, wow. That must be new.
It
Ish.
seemed new. It had a nice shine on it. No jizz yet.
Wow.
So
Moxie.
I jizzed all over it. And, yeah, you walk right over. And Taylor, shout out to Taylor. She runs the joint. That's Bill's daughter.
Yep.
And she runs the whole thing with an iron fist. And she's sweet as hell and super nice. And really does a hell of a job over there.
Hell of a good cook.
Hell of a good cook. And she goes, hey, show's at 7. What time do you want us to pick you up? And I was like, pick me up. I'll just walk over. And they go, we'll send security. And I go,
Oh, that's nice.
I don't need security. Who am I? So I go, I'll be in the lobby at 6:30. She goes, we got you. I go, I don't need security. I get down in the lobby. Maki, Mr. Norman, this guy John, he's got the little newsy cap, and he's got 8 guys behind him, and he's like, this is Tommy, Ricky, Johnny, Silly, Bally, Wally, and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? They all walk me over.
Sully.
Yeah, it's so Boston, and I'm like, oh, look at this beautiful thing. They're like, best in the business, and I'm like, yeah, what year is that? They're like, fuck if I know. They're fun. And they get you in there. And, just, that old green room. I've opened for so many people in that theater. So it's to be in that green room when you're headlining and there's a line outdoors. And don't you love that they come in, they go, they're not all in yet. We're at about 60% capacity. You want to hold it? I go, hold it. I love holding.
It's very exciting. Well, holding is the best because you just want to hang anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, I don't give a shit. Hold all night. And it's funny to be on the other side of that. Because so many times you go to a concert or whatever, and you're like, I'm in here. When is he coming out? Where's Bruce? What the hell's going on?
The boss.
And you realize he's just back there going, yeah, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Anyway, so I was blowing my father on Christmas Eve one year.
Exactly. You're telling stories. I got my rider in there. I got jerky. I got almonds. I got tequila. I got Holden Caulfield. Who needs them? I'll be out when you go out there. So whatever. Finally, we start the show 20 minutes late. Doug goes out, rips it up. Bolger goes out. He's a hometown hero. He rips it.
Love the bulge.
So many great jokes. So many great stories. Avocados are the good fat, like Adele. He's got a million of them.
He's got a million. My old roommate, my good pal, and
smart as a whip. I was like, "What do you do all day?" He's like, "I watched a documentary on Louis XIV." I'm like, "Who the hell are you?"
He's all history. He loves guns, germs, and steel. He's obsessed with that thing. And he went back to college. I mean, he quit comedy basically to go to college.
That's right.
I mean, he didn't quit comedy, but you know what I mean. He went back home.
Yeah. He's got diabetes, and he just lifts up his shirt. He shows you the weird goopity-goppity beep-bop-boop thing.
The robot, he shoots himself right in front of you, which I find appalling.
Yeah, not good.
No, he's the best. And a Tuesday, I might add.
No!
I believe so.
Wow, good to have you there, Bulgy.
I don't think he watches. He can't watch.
No, he's not a watcher.
Yeah.
So, Weight Watchers. So, we do one show, we do 2 shows, and we just had a hoot and a hanny, and we got out there and got a little tipsy. And then I went to the Moxie, and I just crashed. I didn't want to tell him, but I was in a bad place at that Wilbur.
Oh, no.
That's just the part no one knows about. Like, you do these shrooms and get drunk for 2 days. Then you go to a show that's a big deal. I'm all whacked out, know? But you have to just... There was a couple pep talks in the bathroom. They're all having a good time. They're like, how you doing in there? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm like putting water on my face. I'm wiping my ass. I'm thinking of my dad. So, yeah. But we got through it, and there were great shows. That is one of the best rooms in the country. It's a magical place.
I'm just shaving.
Yes, exactly.
That sounds fantastic. I saw the photos. Those were beauties, and it's nice to see Bulge in there. And May was on. Did you mention May?
Well, hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you wrapped up.
No, I was wrapping up Thursday night.
I see. Okay.
But here's the clinker. You get in that hotel, you go, oh, man, that was a wild ride. Beep, 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 beep. You got to get on an Amtrak to Connecticut.
Connecticut?
I had Connecticut on Friday.
Oh.
So we did Wilbur Thursday, 2 shows. get on Amtrak, go to Connecticut, do the New Haven College Street Music Hall.
Ooh.
Why did you
Yale.
split up these shows? Why was Thursday, Saturday, no Friday? 'Cause
Well,
that
it's
is
a good
interesting.
question
People
there.
were asking me about that. They're like, why is he not doing Friday? I said, I don't know.
It's a good question, Chuck E. Cheese. Here's what it is. We did the Wilbur. We had Wilbur. Then we had New Haven. And then we go, Wilbur's still, they said they could sell more. So I go, well, let's do that Saturday. So then we sell out Wilbur Saturday. And then they go, well, since you're in this Northeast area, what about Philly? So then they had Philly on Sunday. So I had to go Austin, Boston, New Haven, Boston, Philly.
Wow, that's a real zigzag.
It was a zig and a zag, and
Can we say
those weren't rolling papers.
That's what I assumed. That's what I assumed happened. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So New Haven, you go Connecticut, Yale. You just think about like the what's that? The Mohegan Sun.
Yes.
You think about the Joker's Wild. You think about Hartford Funny Bone.
Yeah.
Some of the worst boxes of venue in the city.
Connecticut
and
stuff.
yeah, so you go, all right, let's knock this one out. I got Umar there, Beecher hosted, and I was like, we'll knock this out. We'll get out of here, get a drink. Amazing show, amazing theater. Got to hand it to Steve-O, the guy running the place. They made us a cake and had my face on it. You're weird because you cut the neck off,
Wow.
But great time. It's like 1,400 seats. It ended up selling out at the last minute. And then I'll pass it because I'm talking too much.
No, I'm enjoying.
So they go, we're backstage, great green room, big fun. We're getting drunk, and the guy goes, big guy with a cowboy hat, big bald guy with cowboy hat and boots on. He goes, I'm your security. My name's Dave. Whatever you need. And we go, we'd like to hit the town a little bit. What do you think
New
about
Haven? What are you, crazy?
Wow.
You better get 12 guys with cowboy hats.
that? He had a gun,
Okay.
and he's a cop.
I
So
love cops.
yeah, he was a good egg.
Cut that out, Chuck.
So we go defund him. So we go. All right. Well, what do you want to do? And I'm looking at my DMs as you do. And one guy goes, "Hey, if you're in New Haven, go to the Owl."
The Owl. That sounds like a Yale secret society.
That's
sounds
what
like
I
George
said.
W. Bush was finger fucking teenagers.
Little skull and crossbones, or what do you call those guys?
I think that was it, right? Skull and crossbones.
Was that it? Okay.
Something like that. The skulls.
What do they call those? The Arch? What was that group that all the presidents were in? The Freemason.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
right.
one of those. So I go, what the hell's the Owl? And the cop goes, oh, the Owl. You got it, buddy. It's 2 doors down. We go to the Owl. It's a cigar bar.
Oh.
Beautiful
I quit.
old cigar bar. Huh?
I said I quit.
Did you?
Blood pressure. Well, I haven't quit. I mean, who are we kidding? But I haven't had one since the wedding. That's a month.
Whoa! You got to get rechecked. I'd love to see these new numbers.
I think we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure. Go fig.
All right, so you go to the Hooters.
We go to the Owl, yeah. And they had a place roped off.
Whoa, the rope off.
Love
You're
the
like a
rope.
black guy.
I know, I'm black. Big dick. Diabetes, sickle cell. So we go the rope off, and Umar's freaking out. He's a married guy, and I got Beecher over here, whatever. I got Eric Mann, my filming guy, and then the cowboy sits down. And I get the text from Umar. Oh, nice guy, but I didn't know he was going to be sitting with us.
Oh, boy.
Which is classic comedian to comedian. I love that. Like,
Yeah.
who's this fucking guy? Like, thanks for
course.
getting us in, but we don't want to talk to you.
We don't want an outsider, that's for sure.
Yeah, so, we're kind of doing our own thing, and he's chiming in every now and then, and we start to, at first you're like, who is this guy? Then after a while, you're like, wow, this guy's interesting. Turns out he's a gay cowboy, Jewish cop, and he used to work detail for the Secret Service.
I mean, this guy can tell any joke that's ever been written.
Exactly. Yeah, he's like all the guys who walk into a bar, it's just him.
Wow.
He's all of them. So we're like, what the fuck? And now we're getting hammered. We got stogies going. I'm on my second one, and we're on my third tequila. And this guy's sober and going off. And, well, he's actually drinking too. I'm not supposed to say that. But he's going on. And he goes, I got Obama's phone number. And he goes like this. He shows us. And I go, call him.
Barry?
No, he's got Obama. He goes, I got Clinton.
What's his listed under? What's the name? Does it say
Obama.
Barack? Wow.
It just says Obama, and then it says
Wow.
Bill Clinton. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I used to protect Gerald Ford. This guy's like 60. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God, this gay Jew cowboy cop is like the most interesting man on the planet.
Gerald Ford was president 50 years ago.
Well, he was a kid. He was a phenom. He was the head of the
cowboy
game.
kid.
He was like the Doogie Howser of Secret Service. So we're like, what the? Now we're blowing this guy. I'm on my hands and knees like May, like I'm getting wet. And so now we're getting kicked out of there, and we go, hey, Dave, you're a cop in this town. You know the whole city. He goes, I know the whole city. We get into his cop car, and he goes,
come on.
I swear to God. And Umar is wrecked. Umar looks like he's getting arrested. Like he's in the back, like, your wife's a cunt. Like he's that blotto.
Wow.
And we're driving around New Haven now looking for food. He knows I know all the good spots, but he's like, COVID fucked a lot of them up. They're all closing. We go to one, the guy flips the sign, closed. We go to another one, not open. He goes, I know of a Mamoons. And I go, Umar knows the guy. So we go to Mamoons.
They have Mamoons outside of New York?
It's a chain, apparently.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So we go to Mamoons. It looks exactly the same like the one in New York. We go in there. All the chairs are flipped up, and we're like, please, sir. And he goes, don't worry. We'll let you in. And they give us sandwiches. We sit down in Mamoons, have a great time, eat the sandwiches. We go home, go to bed, wake up, Amtrak, back to Boston.
Now, so Beecher and Umar stay behind? Because they weren't in the Boston photos.
Oh, they just did New Haven.
They just did New Haven.
Well, I had Chris Allen for New Haven, but he had to bail for some family shit. Yeah. His wife died.
Oh,
No, I'm
geez.
kidding.
Well, move on up, Chris.
Yeah. So he had to bail. So I texted Umar last minute. He's like, "I'll be there." He had to drive 5.5 hours.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah.
I kept an eye on his wife for him.
Yeah. I'm sure she liked that. So we.
That was Chuck that made that noise.
I don't even know what that noise
What
was.
the
but
hell was that? Chuck, edit yourself out if you could.
Easy there.
Oh my God,
Chuck
I was
B.
making like a cute reference to
Sure,
a buddy,
sure.
and then you'd go weird.
Yeah, you went real oral there.
Maybe cut the whole thing. Oh,
Oh, we got a squeaker.
that sounded like a cartoon vehicle coming to a stop.
Yeah. So we go back to Beantown. The next day, I'm all hungover, but you go. I'm hogging here.
All right, well, I mean, I want to hear more about this B-Town night too, because
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying to hear about it. By the way, Wilbur, I'll be there April 15th,
Woo!
which I think is officially announced. I don't know, or maybe I'm supposed to tease it or something. I have no idea.
Very exciting.
It's out April 15th, Patriots Day weekend. Make sure you get your tickets and
Hometown hero,
I'll
folks.
see you there and
Go
see you at the ball game
See the Whitman Kid.
and the race. That's a good name for a Western, the Whitman Kid.
Ah.
Not
Shoot 'em
really,
up.
but all right. Well, I got a couple things here. I'll just throw out there. This is more of a silly throwaway thing, but I went to Chipotle like we do
Yeah.
on the in Hamden, Connecticut, on the way up to Vermont. Did the Vermont Comedy Festival. Great time. Shout out to those guys. Yeah, first year ever.
Ooh.
Me and Matt Wayne and Schiavone up there did a little theater. Fantastic crowd. It's one of these crowds where you just kill, and then afterwards everyone comes up and goes, tough crowd, but we loved it. And I'm like, tough crowd. It's like the best show I've ever done in my
Yeah.
life.
Maybe they just like the TV show.
It's always weird. But anyways, that was great. I was driving up there. I pull over, trying to eat a little bit better, and everyone's going to write to me and say Chipotle's bad. But I got no queso, and I switched to brown rice.
I saw Witness.
So I stop at Chipotle. What do you make of this guy? It's me and then like 3 young teens who you want to like you. They're like hot teen. They're like football guys with the letters, and the swoopy hair.
Oh, I love those boys.
And you just want to, you're hoping like something will happen. You could be like, how about that fucking ass? You want to get in with them.
You want to be like, I've done anal.
So exactly. And then in front of them is an old geek. He looks like Ed Harris.
Ed Harris is cool.
He looks like him, but he's the geek.
I see.
You can look like Ed Harris. Yeah.
Geek Harris.
He's got the horseshoe ball with the glasses, and
yes.
like I'll be.
Sure.
And he goes up there and he goes, "Hey, first time here. I'm the first timer, so don't shoot me." So right away we're all like, "What is this?"
Now you're bonding with the twinks.
Yeah, I tried to make an eye contact, but they wouldn't look over at me. They didn't like me.
Uh-huh.
They probably described me the way I'm describing him.
Yeah, because he had no chin, weird teeth, glasses, herpes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Gangly. 6 foot, little gangly.
But anyways, that's fine. So then he goes like this. I got an order for the whole family. And he pulls out a piece of paper and just
Oh, no.
and unfolds it. He goes, I got an order for the whole family.
Is he ahead of you?
He's the head. Yeah, it's him, and
he's
then
a bald head.
the three hot kids, and then
Yeah.
me. And I just hear, okay, this one's for my mom.
Oh.
And he says, Mom wants, but he keeps doing all the family members. And then Dad wants 2 eggs over easy, and then Uncle Tom.
2 eggs over easy at Chipotle. This guy's in the wrong
I mean, he literally is like, and then my cousin Ben, he wants this. I'm like,
Sure.
why are you naming all the food?
We don't need the names. just order the food, you kook.
And this is it. This is the whole story. But I'm like, what is wrong with? I wanted to smash his face through the glass. And by the way, I wanted to say this. This is the one and only time I'm for mobile orders.
Oh shit! The tables have turned. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
If you're ordering for a family, that should be mobile.
I see.
Get
Mobile
ICU.
home.
Yeah, I mean, get out of here.
Right.
And he's like, and then, this Bethany needs a pair of tits for her birthday. I'm like, get out of here.
Wow, that is kooky, but this is what happens in a town where there's no black people in it.
Yeah,
Some
I think
black guy would
so.
come in there and go, hey, geeky, let's keep it moving there,
Right.
Whitey. Come on.
So, anyways, that was annoying. So let me tell you a little bit about Orange Theory.
You think you're better than us.
You
with
know
your
about Orange Theory?
I know it's a gym.
Well, I got a bad ticker.
Jim Belushi.
My blood pressure is 380 over 419, and my cholesterol, I can't even say it.
I don't know the numbers anyway.
It's not pretty. Chuck, what's
Okay.
your cholesterol? Yours has got to be high.
How do you
No,
know
my
your
cholesterol is good, but I don't know off the top of my
fuck
head.
off. God damn it. Mine's higher than anybody I've ever heard. I'm like winning the batting title over here. So I got to
Really?
bring it down. Yeah. So
Wow, it must be the Stogies.
that's not cholesterol. That's blood pressure.
That's
I
the
think.
McDonald's.
Cholesterol is the French fries and the cupcakes and the brownies and the mac and cheese and pretty much anything else I eat.
Right.
Children pussy, whatever it is.
Sure.
But so I got to crank up the intensity of these workouts. I go to the gym, like I have no attention span for it. I lift 3 things, I do a couple push-ups, and I steam. Mm-hmm. So I always walk by this Orange Theory. You've seen them.
I've been to many. I've done a day pass.
Oh, you know the Orange Theory.
I've been on the road.
Okay, well, the Orange Theory, I walk by there, and I always see people lined up, and I see people leaving sweaty.
Yes,
And
sweaty.
it's always hot chicks and tight clothes and like one guy.
a lot of that.
And so I get the wild hair up my asshole, and I say to Sarah, tomorrow we're Orange Theorying.
Whoa.
I look it up. It's free, first time only, free. And I sign us out. And she's a little, I don't know about this. I'm like, it'll be good. It'll bond it. It'll save our marriage. We'll be healthy. We'll do it. So we sign up. We go over there 11:30 a.m. I think it's a cult.
Aha.
We go in there. I think the 3 of us should go do Orange Theory and then talk about it. That's a bonus.
Oh.
Because Chuck might pass away and then,
I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
You got a team, right, that could back you up if you pass away?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
Gus or Pete.
Who
What's
is
his
this
name?
Rupert.
team?
Rupert, yes.
Rupert.
He's a good egg.
I know. Your people are like Bob Sacramento. We never see him.
That's true.
You've seen Rupert a couple times.
Seen Rupe.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a good kid.
Wish I saw him more often. Once a week, specifically. But that hair's brutal.
I dressed up as Mara for the Home Alone thing.
It looks more Kramer.
I mean, I have to. I'm not gonna get a haircut for it. I just had to go with my regular hair.
All right, you look like Buzz.
He doesn't look like Joe Pesci.
No, I don't.
No. But any jizz. So we go over the Orange Theory, and you walk in. First of all, everyone's smoking hot.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
bad. Chuck's hair was all fucked up.
That's
I went on a date
unfixable.
after this.
We go
Oh,
over
you
there.
gotta buy a hat.
I don't know if it's a date, but anyways, we go over there, and it's nerve-wracking because you're nervous because it's outside your comfort zone. It's something new. It's something different. Everything's orange in there. It's orange this, orange that,
Yes,
and then you
yes.
walk in. I'm wearing jeans and cowboy boots.
What's with the orange? Is there a picture of Trump on the wall? What are we doing here?
I don't know. It's they like orange. Orange.
Are there oranges?
No oranges.
That'd be a nice touch.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad, I guess. But I think that's a lot of sugar.
Ah,
Whatever. But
okay.
I think I found the answer. I love this Orange Theory. I'm
Oh,
all
really?
about the theory. Is that orange?
Yeah.
Was that Latin?
Nothing rhymes with it.
So you go in there, you're nervous, you got to change, and you're like, am I going to fuck this up? Because you look like an idiot, because everyone else has been there. We're the newcomers.
It's hard at a gym. You don't want to be the guy clueless.
Exactly. Great film. So we go in there,
Sure.
and it starts with the row. You start doing a little row
Oh,
action, you
yes,
know, and
yes.
you got to get the row go, which supposedly works 80% of the muscles in your body.
Is that right?
Yes.
Skid Row.
And they put your stats up on the screen. And this is the way I need to work out because I'm a competitive guy. And I just listened to a thing about motivation. They call it putting a number on it. Like the thing 10,000 steps.
Yes.
It's a made-up number, but people tend to walk more because they want to get the 10,000 steps.
That's good.
And there was another thing they talked about how if you look at marathon times, way more people finish just under 4 hours than just over 4 hours.
Because you don't want to hit that 4.
People like the idea of saying, I ran a marathon in under 4 hours.
Right.
They put a number on it.
I like a
And
number.
that's what Orange Theory has done. And then they post your thing, and you start off in the gray. That's like resting heart rate. Then blue is like, I'm starting to get a little something. Green is like, okay, now you're working out. And orange is like, we're in it.
Now, did they light up orange? Is that what happens?
It lights up on the screen, and so you have a
screen.
grid, and everybody's up there. So you start seeing people in orange, and you're in the green. You're like, I got to crank it up.
Oh, that's genius.
And then the orange, you can go from orange to red, and that's like you're really making it happen.
You're rushing. But do you have to type your name into something?
Yeah, oh, they got you. They got all my. They could see my photos.
Oh,
They've seen my wife's
jeez.
asshole.
All right, well, wouldn't be the first person.
No, and it's orange. So,
My wife's is red.
so she's very well read. So you want right away. You're like, as soon as it starts, you're like, I'm in the blue. I'm a pussy. My father hates me. I got to get orange.
You're feeling blue.
And every minute you're in the orange or red, you get a splat point.
That's what? Jizz?
Well, after we did it, my wife and I fucked. And as I came, I said, splat point. Hardest she's ever. She laughed so hard it blew cum all in my mouth the way I like.
Well, everybody wins.
Exactly. 10-10, 220. What is that? 10-10 wins.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
I
Lottery?
think it's just news. They give you the news on the 10s.
That's right.
Or weather on the 10s. Something.
Yeah.
I
I hate
know.
that. I'm like, it's 10:06. Can I get the weather? You got to wait 4 minutes?
Well, you missed it by 6 minutes, too.
I guess that's true.
You're in a window.
It's the chicken and the egg.
So we go in there and we start rowing, and right away I'm like, I want that orange. I want to save my life.
Yes.
So you row, and then you row 200 meters. Then you run over, you get some dumbbells. And this is how I know I don't work out properly. After this workout, I couldn't stand, walk, or move for 3 days.
Oh, yeah. It feels good, though, a little. Doesn't it to be
Yes,
sore?
I had to sit like this. I'd get to here and just fall back.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do the dumbbell squats. You do 10 squats with the
that's
dumbbells.
tough.
And then you do a low dip with a heavier one, real slow, and then up. Right? One of these things. And then you max out with the dumbbells down here. You stay in a squat until you can't stay anymore. And so you're doing like the shake.
Oh,
and
you're going high octane out of the gate.
this is high octane. And my wife is there and a bunch of other women. And I'm like, I can't let women beat me outside of the bedroom anyways.
You got that right.
So I'm shaking like a leaf. Then you run back to the row and then back again. Then you do all that for a half hour. Then you hit the treadmill.
Jesus.
And it's intervals. You got to go hard. So I'm running like a 650 mile for 3 minutes
yeah.
and then back to a 730. I'm pouring sweat. I'm all over the orange, baby. Splat points everywhere. And I think this is my new religion. I had the big sweat ring around
I love
afterwards.
The ring. Nuva ring.
Big numbers. And Julia was the coach. She had the ponytail swing. I need a ponytail.
Love a PT.
Get me some yoga pants and a ponytail, and if they told me to suck dicks to get in the splat zone, I'd do it.
Sure. Wow.
So, I don't know. I think it's my new religion, but they've called me 3 times and emailed me twice. So
That's how they get. It's like a cult leader.
it feels a little culty, and they're like, "Why don't you sign up for 10 months?" And it's like $400 a month or some shit.
Well, Julia's gonna peg you with an orange dick because it's coming. This is. They got you by the balls now. You're in.
I would love that, but I'm telling my vow to the gays and to you, you're gonna see a new man. Ship shape, broccoli, squats, running. The brownies are out. I'm gonna be all pale. I'm gonna look like a Schindler's List extra,
Interesting.
but better.
Okay, well, goodbye, Jews, Julia, because this is exciting. I can't wait to see you.
It's good stuff. Splat points all over the place, and then I'm going to Equinox and all the shit.
Oh, man, working out is good. You feel better. It helps the mood, too. Everybody thinks, oh, I don't want to be buff, but it's a mental thing.
Well, I run, but the body starts to break down, so I'm diversifying my workouts.
All right.
Plus, do you have this? Too many push-ups now. My elbows are fucked up. I'm old. The joints.
Yeah, the joints.
And so I can feel like I go like a week without push-ups. Doug Key's like, give it a rest. My nipples are over here. Just a week.
Oh, yeah, you get the
I'm weak.
saggers.
Yeah. So
Bob Sagger.
I'm coming back at you. I'm going to do a before and after if I have to.
Now, where's the Orange Theater in the city?
I don't know about the city. There's one down the street from my house. But I got the Equinox, the parking, the health insurance.
It's adding up.
It just adds up.
It's a lot. Ay. All right, well, maybe I'll try this orange.
We should go do Orange.
Yeah, well, we'll film it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You think
Let's
it'll
go.
allow
I
cameras
don't
in
think they'll
there?
let us film. It's a cult.
Yeah.
I'll bring my phone and do it. We'll do it, discreetly.
Sly.
Yeah.
Really.
You got to put some gym shorts on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got
All right.
some.
You going like that, you're going to look like you're mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll
anyway, all
figure
right,
it out.
bring me back to Boston. Then I got some other stuff.
All right,
I'll clean up the mess.
I'll zoom and zip and zam.
Where are we at, Chuck? I feel like we've been on for 2 hours.
50.
Oh,
5-0?
Jesus
5-0, yeah.
Christ.
Holy
I hogged.
shit.
I'm telling you, I
No
hogged.
hog.
No good hog.
Bad hog. Wild
That's a
hogs.
great hog.
Okay.
Great film. Robbed of the Oscars.
Yeah. All right, so go back to Beantown on the Amtrak. You know, it's like Groundhog Day. You know, you're on that Amtrak to Connecticut, then you're back on to Boston. You're like, you're hungover. You don't know what's going on. You get back to the Moxie, recheck in. Now the lady, she came up from New York to see her family lives there.
Oh, yeah.
She gets to see the nieces and the nephews and the moms and the dads and the queefs and the butler. So she goes, when do you get to the Moxie? I'm dying over here. I go, I'll be there in 20 minutes. We get to the Moxie, plow her doggy style, finish in 2 seconds because I was pent up. You know, it's a lot of gigs and a lot of dates and a lot of road.
Pet duck?
Pent up. Pet duck.
They said I was pet duck.
Oh, well,
I was like, I don't know that one.
we should call that when you're horny. We should go, I got pet duck.
Quack, quack.
Yeah, my dick is
Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
Yeah. So I put some duck soup on her back, but Pete
Great
King. Sorry.
That's a great film.
Yes. So we bang in the hotel room, and then I go, well, that's about that. We got to go hightail it to the Wilbur, and so 2 shows at the Wilbur. So she shows up, says hi to everybody, and she's like, I'm going to go see my family, or they're having dinner. I'm going to go have dinner with them around town, around the corner. So I go, great. I do the first show, killer, amazing. Then the second show comes around, and I go, you want to do 5 to the
boy.
lady? And she's like, oh my God, whatever. So the next show comes around, Doug Key opens, kill. We had that thing where we're talking in the green room about a Kanye bit. Doug's like, I got this Kanye bit. I'm like, that's good. What about this? What about? He goes out and does it on a theater show opening.
Doug's it.
Kills. Doug
Wow.
funny. So that's fun. We got that on tape. Then the lady goes up. She has a great set. Hometown. It's fun. Her whole family's there. Her friends are there. They're going nuts, and you hear people going like, the wedding. You're like, people are, they watch the photos and whatnot, and they're Tuesdays, so they know about the congratulations, the marriage, whatever.
Sure.
So she has a good set, thank God. And then Bulger goes up, rips it. This is the hottest crowd of the weekend. Just happened to be the
Wow.
last one. I go up, have a fun time. Then we get out of there. We go back to the W Hotel bar. All the in-laws are there. It's a love fest.
I love that hotel and bar. That's where we stayed
Beautiful.
for the half hours.
Is that right?
Comedy Central. Oh, wait, you did a different season.
I
You
did
were in
the-
New Orleans.
I did the Royale with cheese.
Where's that?
That's in Beantown.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you stayed there, too, then.
I don't think I stayed at the Dub.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did the Dub.
No, I don't think I did. Either way.
Well, either way, it's a hell of a
Either way,
hotel.
W. Bush. So,
Great president.
hell of a time. My Little Goat. What was that thing that he read? The book?
Oh, I forget. My Fair Lady.
My Little Goat Dick. I don't know
I think
what
we
it
just
was.
talked about this, didn't we? Because I said Andy Card.
My Pet Goat.
Yeah, I think we had this
Maybe my
dialogue
pet.
like a week
Something
ago.
Pet. Pet duck.
Pet duck.
So,
Oh, yeah.
the funny thing is, you do the Wilbur, she's on cloud 8, I'm reeling up, I'm drunk, whatever, and then you go to bed at the Moxie, and beep, 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 and I go, all right, I'll see you later, toots. I got to hop on a flight to Philly. And she's like, what? That's it? I'm like, yeah, I wined and dined you. She's like, what do I do? I'm like, it's up to you. Kicked her right out of the hotel room. I packed up, went to the airport, flew to Philly, met up with Sean Murphy.
Murphy?
The Eagles are playing, so the whole city's abuzz.
Right, they got a hell of a squadron.
Yeah, I think they won.
They've only lost one game.
Holy hell, go Birds. So we're in Philly. We're watching the game. We're hanging out. That Fillmore is a spectacular venue. Like the guy who runs it, Brendan, super nice.
Brendan?
They hook you up with everything. Everything's taken care of. It's huge. It's an old steel factory in Fishtown.
Wow.
Now, this Fishtown was just like one of these factory areas, kind of like Tribeca and Soho used to be with the meat.
I don't know Fishtown.
And it's just revamped. The honkies came in and gentrificationed it.
That away hunks.
Yeah, you know how they do. And we sold out 2 of those, and I love Philly, one of my favorite cities in America. It got some stank on it, as you say.
Absolutely.
And the Eagles won, so thank God they were happy.
Sure.
And we popped out 2 shows there, and we had a great time. Raj, Sean Murphy, and I, they got us cheesesteaks, which was a nice touch. We had them in the green room. I shit blood, had a miscarriage. And then Raj goes, I'm going to Queens. Do you guys want to ride back? And we go,
Wow.
I get to go to my home. I haven't been home in 9 days or whatever. Shrooms, Austin, Rogan, Vulcan, Wilbur, New Haven, Wilbur, Philly, Moxie, Anal. Back home, and we take a ride home in his Benz and had a great old chat and laughed. And he's got a Benz. You know, these Indians, they do well. And got home on Sunday night at about 2 in the morning. Went, and that's that.
God, that's a great feeling. What a weekend. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Unreal.
Austin, New Haven, Boston, Philly. Boston times 2.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that Wilbur, I keep harping on it. It is such a lunch room. It's one of the best rooms in the country. So when I went to the Fillmore, which is also a great room and a fantastic, comedy venue, you're like, oh, you have to like get used to how not as good as the Wilbur it is. It's still great.
Still great.
Happy to be there, but
Appreciate you, Phil.
you got to regroup.
Big Phil regroup.
Yes, they got Fillmore. It's Phill more. Why not go Phil more? Philadelphia more.
Well, I think that's
Is it
his
branding?
name.
Yeah.
Probably. It's probably,
Yeah.
Steve Fillmore.
Right. All right. It was an idea.
That Fillmore did okay. There was the Fillmore East, the Fillmore West.
Yeah, there's one in New Orleans
Started
now.
in San Francisco.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of comedy specials at the Fillmore.
They Killing Him Softly.
And Bill Burr's.
Wow.
Let It Go. And a couple, I think Schumer had one there. A lot of them at the Fillmore. But yeah, just want to thank all the gays for coming out, all the queefs, all the nuts, all the kooks. We had a great time. Thank you for everything. And see you in Buffalo this weekend.
I think it wasn't Killing Himself. It was the second one. For what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
Yeah, you gotta get that right, or I'll get 48 tweets going,
Yeah.
hey, you fucking idiot.
And he had all the Oakland jokes. He put all the black people on the side of that bridge.
Right. Wow, that is an amazing week.
One for the books.
I don't know if I have time to squeeze in this
me a-
Thanksgiving tale.
Just give me a pinky on the
Yeah,
pooper.
you can,
All right, well, I had
people love when we go a little over.
Okay, I'll go a little over.
Yeah.
So we had... last time I was here, last time we recorded, I had to rush back because I had the Walshes coming down. My
That's
best pal
right.
Derek and his wife and the kids, little Joe and Brooke. So they were all on their way here, which was nerve-wracking. Because I was like, I got to get out of here. I got a whole family coming to stay with me, which is so exciting because my family doesn't come here, which is sad.
Same.
No one's ever come. Your parents come.
I guess they do come here,
Your parents
yeah.
have been here a few times. You go to Italy. They
I
stay
guess you're
with
right.
you.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, no one's ever visited once ever. My parents
Yeah.
came before the wedding. They came to, go, hey, we got to plan it.
Right.
It was a
Planet
mission.
Fitness.
But we didn't go see sights. So when you move to a city, you want to show people around. You want to host.
Yes, host.
You want to go, hey, come see my life. I'm living a life here.
Big life.
Also, you'd think if you live 200 miles away, don't you think you might want to dabble in New York City for a weekend? Your son lives there. Go, let's take a peek at this Empire State Building.
It's maybe the best city in the country, and you're
In the world.
Car ride away.
4 hours away, and your son / nephew, cousin, brother, whatever lives there.
Yeah. What's going on? Lists.
So, anyways, I digress. But so the Walshes are coming, and they got the kids there. They're 10 and 6. They've never been. These guys don't ever come. Last time they were there was for the wedding. But even that, the wedding was in Tarrytown. They just came down for the what do you call it? The courthouse business.
The court.
Which was fun. We went to the cellar, and Liz gave us ice cream. It was fun. We went to Shake Shack, the whole thing. But it was just like a half a day. Now the kids are coming. I'm excited. I got my list. And when people are coming to visit, you're like the boss. You're the hero. You put together the resume, or not the resume, the agenda.
Yes, you're the guy in the front of the parade with the scepter. That's you.
Exactly. I dot the I. So I'm so excited. I got to
Cross the
get
T.
back there. They show up. And, you know, these kids, they just love me and I love them. It's little Joe, big Joe. And I get the text from the wife. Erica goes, hey, Joey's a little sick. Just to warn you. And I go, shit. Not
Leukemia.
yet. I'm trying my best.
You'll get him.
And I go, shit, he's sick. Well, it was going to be okay. They're like, we'll power through. Don't worry. So then I say, drive in front of the house. I'll jump in the car, help you park. I jump in, and this kid is in love with me. He's enamored, you know. We have a love affair. And I jump in the car, and I go, hey! And he goes like this. And so I'm like, he's dying. He's got nothing.
Make a wish.
So it's worse than I thought. He's dying. We parked the car, and I'm like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And the parents are like,
there's always something.
And the kid can barely walk. These kids, they're always sick.
Well, they eat their own shit. They're sucking on their thumbs. They're licking their assholes. You know, they pick up shit off the floor.
I do that, and I'm never sick. But I do it in a controlled environment, I guess.
Good point.
I buy a ticket to do all that. So they...
Who sells that? Is that on Ticketmaster? StubHub?
I'll give you the number to the guy. So we get in the house, and I go, all right, well, I'm ready to go rock it. And you can tell they're like, okay, we'll go rock it.
Yeah, Rocket.
So, Rocket Mortgage. So
Rocket Man.
I set up, we're going to the Roosevelt Island tram. Now, when's the last time you got on that thing?
I think with you in 88.
The two best bargains are Staten Island Ferry and the Roosevelt Island tram. If you come to New York, take it to Roosevelt Island, turn around and get back on it.
They're free.
It's a swipe.
It's a swipe.
So it's $3. But if they charged $50, people would do it.
That's true. It's a sightseeing.
You get it. Spider-Man jumps on it in the first Spider-Man, but it's a big glass thing. It goes up higher than the Queensboro Bridge, and you get a spectacular view. And the sun was setting, bright orange, Empire, World Trade Center. The kids are excited. Not Joey, he's sick. Brooke's loving it, though. We take it down. Then we jump on the 4-5 train, and the kids are excited about the subway.
Wow.
They're like, this is amazing. We're going on the train. And I go over the rules. I'm like, if you get on and no one else gets on, get off and wait, whatever.
Right.
I feel like a big dad. We jump on the 4-5, take that to Grand Central, and we had like a kooky guy on the train who's like, I missed my stop. They don't open the doors long enough. And I'm like, this is New York.
Hey, were you nervous about kooks?
No, what's fun about the kids is it reinvigorates you because everything's a sight. If it was just me, I'd be like, oh my God, this guy's a terrorist. But with the kids, you're like, check it out. This is New York.
It's like a safari.
So we get out. First, we go to Grand Central. They have the whispering walls. You know the whispering.
Oh, I love the whisper.
The kids shit their pants. If you whisper over here, you can hear it over there. It's so fun. So we're saying the N-word, all that stuff.
Sure.
It's always fun.
You plan that?
That's the plan.
You had all this on the docket.
This is the plan.
Oh, wow. Good plan.
Tram to the subway, Grand Central. Then you see the station.
Beautiful.
It's tough because he's 6 and he's sick. He's 6 and sick.
6 and
so
6.
he's like, I don't give a fuck about a train station.
Uh-huh.
But they're trying to rally. So we see the train station. Then we go, let's walk to Rockefeller, which is a walk. That's from where we are now to Rockefeller. It's 7 blocks up and like 3 big blocks over.
Yeah, big block.
So I go, I'll just carry Joey. And they go, oh, okay.
What is he, about 40?
He's 6.
6. Oh, I knew that. 6'6".
So he's got to weigh, I don't know, 40, 50. I don't know what a 6-year-old weighs, but you got to tell you, he's dead weight.
Continue.
Hey, you figured it out. So he's dead weight. I'm trying to carry him, and I'm old. I got elbow joint problems from the push-ups and the curls and the masturbating. I know. So right away, I'm already like trembling. I'm like, this kid sucks. I can't carry him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why don't you try walking for a little bit? You know, so we walk. We go all the way up to Rockefeller. We're a block away from the tree. And then Erica goes, oh, you know what? I just read they light it tomorrow.
Shit my ass.
So it's pitch black, but NBC News is coming on. Lester Holt is right there.
Holt?
So they get to see Lester Holt, celebrity sighting.
Whoa, the Indianapolis Holts.
So I start yelling, hey, Lester Holt tickets, $5 to see Lester Holt. That gets a laugh. That's fun.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We go to FAO Schwartz. I buy the kids a couple toys. I go, pick out anything, you pieces of shit.
Jeez, I hope we didn't get the Power Wheel.
Nah, they bought a big alligator in the boop, 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 the piano thing.
Oh, yes, big.
That was fun. So we get on the piano thing. We go over and we go up to St. Patrick's Cathedral. That's spectacular.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
free. The whole thing's free. We go to the bakery, Magnolia Bakery, buy a bunch of cupcakes, send the kids home. Next day, I'll just fast forward we went to Central Park, Carousel, all that stuff. It's great. Belvedere
list.
Castle. We go to Shake Shack on the Upper West Side. We go to Times Square just so they can see it, put a thumbtack in it. Great day. The kid loves it. And then Joey stayed home because he's sick. And then Derek got sick. He had the flu. They had to stay home, but we had a great day with the kid. Go back. Now I got 3 stand spots.
Oh.
And I thought, Derek, you'll come with me, see the New York City life.
Aha.
He's sick. He's got the flu. So I say, Erica, you can come with me. You'll see. Someone should see. But then Joey's sick. So she's like, I got to stay with Joey. Derek's too sick to watch Joe. And I go, all right, well, we'll just hang in. I got these 3 spots, but now we're hanging in. So I'm like, I don't want to do spots. Plus, he's sick. Derek's sick. I'm like, why don't I stay in? Cancel the 3 spots.
How?
I just texted Patrick. I go, hey, I got a sick kid over here and a sick adult. I feel terrible. And anyway, you can cover me.
Oh, wow.
He covers. He goes, yeah, don't worry. I could tell he was a little
Miffed.
I think he was a little upset.
Well.
So then, about 20 minutes pass. Joey, he's breathing weird. He's got asthma. He's going, now I have an oximeter.
What's that?
That's the thing you put on your finger, tells you your oxygen level. Ooh. And I have it from COVID. When COVID first happened, I thought everyone was going to die.
Sure,
So I bought one of those off Amazon.
Some did.
I strapped this thing on his dick. It's coming up 90, 91. Now, a good number. Under 95 is bad.
Oh, bad score.
You want 99.
I see.
So
Red
he's
balloons.
91. And we're going, this doesn't seem great. And he's got the...
Oh.
And so
the heebie-jeebies.
we confer, and I go, I'll tell you, you got to take this kid to the hospital.
Jesus.
So she packs the bag, puts on the shoes. But this happens 20 minutes after I canceled. If I had left, she'd be fucked. She's got a 10-year-old.
Oh,
She's got a
wow.
husband with the flu downstairs.
Yeah.
Sarah's out doing spots. So I say, get in a cab and
Wow.
go. Take the kid to the hospital. I got Brooke. She's 10. We had the best day of our lives. She doesn't care about her brother. She's thrilled.
Sure.
She gets Funkle Joe time. We watch Home Alone 2. We get some Chinese food.
Wait, why 2?
Because we had seen all the sites.
And
she
the New York sites.
They just watched one, and every single scene we're there. We were at the plaza, we were at the
Right.
reservoir, the whole thing. So I'm like, you got to see this.
Thank God you had the cockometer or whatever.
Exactly, the cockometer. They go to the hospital. Derek's dying downstairs, but Brooke and I had the time of our lives. We were laughing and yucking it up. I'm giving her the fun facts, and it was the best time of my life.
You know what you are? You're a backup parent.
I'm backup parent. I'm
Every
Funkle.
parent, well, you got mom, you got dad, but that's not enough. Sometimes you need reinforcements.
You need a Funkle.
Your
and,
reserves.
He was out of commission down there. She's at the hospital for hours and hours and hours. But if I hadn't canceled that spot, the whole thing would be funky.
Wow.
She would have had 2 kids at the hospital.
You saved the day. You're a first responder.
Day 6. So then I texted Patrick just a heads up, like, they went to the hospital. This saved the day, and he's
Smart.
like, "Hey, it's a tough time of year." So that was smoothed over.
There is something going around.
He was all fucked up. He was bad news bears. So was Derek. He couldn't even move. He doesn't even remember leaving. He had like a temperature of 140.
Hot damn.
And so Brooke and I, we stay up late. It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and it's like 11:15. She's like, this, but I'm Funkle. So I say, all right, midnight, you got to go to bed. And she goes, you got it.
Okay.
So it's a nice deal.
Good kid.
And then at 12:01, we watched Saved by the Bell reruns. I'm like, you got to check out this show. I loved it as a kid. We're enjoying it. Real Bond fest. I go, it's 12:02. Let's go to bed. She said, you got it. She goes down to bed. I feel like $1 million. I'm teary-eyed. I'm gay. I'm jizzing. Then I got to stay up with the phone on because they're waiting in the hospital. I got to let them in. They left without keys.
So
I'm the guy like sitting upright like this. Every time it's like, I'm like, oh,
Whoa.
what? They get in at 3:30 a.m.
Jeez.
I put my slippers on. I go out. I let them in. I give Joey a big wet kiss. Send him downstairs. Put those kids to bed. We made the best of it.
Now what is he alive?
Oh, he's alive. They gave him
right.
the kid. They just soup up. They give him the steroids and a couple puffs of that. He's fine. He's 100% the next day, and then they had to leave the next day. It was a sad, teary episode because we don't get to see each other enough. And
How many days were they here?
Just 2.
Gee, that's
Well,
a long flight.
A day and a half. So, they were in New England for 2 weeks. I saw him up there, too, which was a great hang. Thanksgiving was great. So, any jizz.
Said you edible arrangement. I mean, you saved the day.
Well, they're very sweet. They're very grateful. And it's a big love fest. I love these children more than my life itself.
Are you uncomfortable with the kid naming after you? That would make me
No, I'm
uncomfortable.
thrilled. I'm honored.
I mean, it's an honor. Don't get me wrong, but that I'd be like, oh, don't do that.
Well, I said, I'm like, I can't cheat on my wife now. I can't drink and drive. You know what I mean? I can't hit my father.
You'll tarnish the name. Before you can tarnish your own name. You don't want to tarnish another kid's
Once
name.
someone is named out, you do have to be on your best behavior. Because I told you, there's a lady that Sarah knows that named her kid Cosby.
No.
I swear to God. They're named after kids. There's a Carlin and a Cosby.
Whoa.
Swear to God.
All right, well, I'm getting sleepy. We got to wrap this up.
Child named Cosby.
Wow. Holy hell.
All right, we got to wrap it up. We're way over time.
Where are you going to be? I got some dates here, Fatty.
I got the big ones are Chicago, March 2nd, Park West. That's a theater. And then the Wilbur, April 15th. Those are the big theaters I'm afraid I won't fill. So please buy those tickets. They're on sale now. ComedianJoeList.com. Ton of dates. January, Cleveland Hilarities, the 12th to the 14th. We're doing the PS 109 show again, January 6th. Austin, Cap City, January 19th to the 21st. Mohegan Sun, the 26th through the 28th. February, Key West, February 3rd and 4th. Denver Comedy Works, the 9th through the 11th. Lafayette, the 17th.
Nice.
Secret Group, the 18th. Park West, March 2nd. Columbus Funny Bone, March 2nd and 3rd. Salt Lake City, Wise Guys, that's March 31st and April 1st. Wilbur Theater, April 15th. Then Moon Tower, I'm back there in Austin again, April 20th through the 22nd. Tampa Side Splitters, that's on sale already, May 4th through the 6th. It's a long time away, but they're on sale, so get them early. And ComedianJoeList.com. Patreon is just insane. It's just blowing up. You got to be on it. It's crazy if you're not.
Wild. You're missing out. How many, when does this come out?
That's okay. I'll grab it. We're just about done right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, jeez.
I just saw the number. I was like, is this? Yeah. No, it's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. They had my stuff, but they're leaving. They're gonna lock the room, so they can't leave it. It's right there.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in trouble.
No, we're all
I
good.
did too. I thought it was the lawyer.
They were just like, oh, we're leaving for the day. I feel bad. I was like, okay.
They're very nice.
They love us.
Oh, great.
They're really, really nice. I hang out and talk to them afterwards sometimes.
Wow.
Smart. You should bang one.
No thanks.
All right. When's this come out?
Next Monday. I mean, next Tuesday.
Okay. Hey, folks, this weekend I'm at Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco. I've always wanted to play that room. Come on out, say hello. Then it's Christmas. Then go to Africa, see the Bush Women. Then Nashville.
Hola.
Zany's in Nashville. Blue Note in Hawaii. Miami, baby. Spokane Comedy Club. Skyline Comedy Club. I'm going back to the clubs, build some new material.
Yeah, you need it.
Oxnard, Levity Live, and so come on out, folks. Get on the Patreon, get a mug, say hello, praise Allah.
What? Chuck's dying. What the hell's happening?
Man. We just got a message on the Patreon.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Big Gay from Ireland. Been a big fan for ages, only recently signed up for the Patreon, but just had to send you a message after the new ep. I'm the oldest son of Sinead O'Connor. Was so funny to hear you guys talk about her briefly on last week's episode.
Oh, wow.
I listen to all the usual comedy pods, and she comes up from time to time. I always have a good giggle. She's a funny old kooky grandma now, but yeah, she was an early days badass. There's a new doc about it called Nothing Compares. Definitely worth a watch. Keep it up. Much love, Jake.
This is why you always got to be nice. That is scary.
Sinead O'Connor's oldest son.
She's awesome. She can really belt it out, and fuck the Pope.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in hell. Praise Allah.
What do you think, Kevin?